So why are you running?
It's time. So I thought about running 2 years ago, but then I chickened out because I'm the caretaker for my grandmother, who's now 103. She
Oh,
was
wow.
101 at the time. And I thought there's going to be a line of great candidates out the door. It'll be fine. So when Betsy Lassiter filed, I got in contact with her and I'm like, I will do anything to help you win.
Yeah.
And she told me that she felt forced because nobody else was going to step up. And it was a shot through the heart because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have been so chicken about it. So, yeah, I was recommended to run because the situation was occurring again. Apparently, the caucus was struggling to find candidates for
Hmm.
this. And I had, after the talk with Betsy, I had determined that this cycle I would run. I forgot because I was so depressed from watching what was happening with the Kansas legislature that I just shut down. Even like my advocacy work was like shunted by the Kansas legislature. Like they won't do anything. Like with the League of Women Voters, we were going to write legislation for expanding voting rights. Couldn't find enough takers on that. That got pushed to the side. I wanted to be part of, I believe, like a coalition of different groups for environmental happenings in the state of Kansas. That got pushed aside. Me and some people with Bike Walk KC and an activist with Mark, we were starting to put together a campaign to improve public transit in Joko. That got taken down because we were going to watch what happened with the public safety tax. And Chris Kobach threatened to sue Joko if we put the public safety tax out there, whatever it was. It was so depressing every time trying to do anything and being told no by these people. And then the obsession with trans people. Seeing that letter that was sent to people who, like, what is it? Their
The gender
sex.
marker?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been working in campaigns for about 16 years. Part of why other people in my orbit, like Betsy and Stacy Nell, were like, you have to run because you know what you're getting into. Like, I personally, with this political climate, and after watching what happened to Betsy, I would personally not recommend somebody without political experience run for office. That's why I'm out there because it's like I've been doing this for so long. I have a better clue of what needs to be done to unseat Laura, and I think it's possible. And yeah, that's what
That's
I'm going
really
to
what
do.
it comes down to in the primary, right? Why people should vote for you in August over the other two Democrats. Because that's, and I know the Democrats are leery to talk smack on each other, and that's not what I'm asking for. But I'm just saying there has to be something that tells me to a voter who to pick in the primary.
Yeah.
And for me, when I'm looking at facing a primary like that, one of the things I ask myself, other than who best, say three candidates completely all align with me. So it comes down to viability and who can win in the general, who's best set to win in the general.
That's exactly what I've been telling people is that I hope both of my opponents agree with me on everything. I want more people out there who believe in women's reproductive rights. I want people out there who believe that we should leave trans people alone and start really talking about things that affect real everyday people. Because, yeah, just having been privy to what's happening in the Kansas legislature and talked to friends of mine in the Kansas House, the Republicans have a supermajority and they get to set the agenda. They get to decide everything. When I've gone to legislative coffees before where Republicans have actually bothered to show up, the response is, yeah, I look forward to having that conversation with you. But it's no, you're never going to have these conversations. As long as you have the power, we're going to be focused on trans people and taking away women's reproductive rights, starving the public schools of funding, and ignoring our crumbling environment and ignoring families struggling.
Yeah.
So, yeah,